My name's Tess Fitzpatrick. I'm Head of Department of Applied Linguistics here in Swansea, and my position is Professor of Applied Linguistics. Applied linguistics is the study of real-world problems and issues in which language is a central issue. So in order to study applied linguistics, we do theoretical investigations and empirical investigations looking at examples of language use, and then we connect these up with issues that might range from healthcare issues or social issues or issues to do with language learning and teaching and education and a whole range of other things in which knowledge about language and how to make sense of language and language use is key. The modules that our undergraduate students would study at Swansea are intended to give them the linguistic expertise and the expertise in analysing language output in order to apply their knowledge to external problems in collaboration with other disciplines, other departments, but also in collaboration with people operating in the real world. The students study things like discourse analysis and sociolinguistics and dialect studies, so that group of modules would prepare people very well for looking at how language and power interact and how language is changing in social media contexts and indeed how social media has changed the way we use language. Also looks at language and identity and how all of us have an individual idiolect, the way that we speak ourselves and use language ourselves, is a product of all sorts of things in our background. We have other modules here in Applied Linguistics in Swansea that help us understand how languages are learned and indeed how second languages are sometimes forgotten. So we look at not only methods for teaching language but also psychological processes in the brain that help us to understand why we might remember some words in our own language and in other languages more easily than others, for example. We have a hugely diverse student population on our modules in applied linguistics, and we get people not only who are interested in language as an entity as itself and how to analyse the structures of language, of English and other languages as well, but also people who are interested in how language is processed in the brain, and that relates to things like communication disorders, so we have people who want to work on that ultimately. A lot of our graduates go on to study speech and language therapy. And also people who are interested in the social issues that language analysis can feed into. Quite a few of our graduates go on to work in education or areas related to education. For example, this might be language teaching, either in the UK or overseas, or have gone on to work in areas where they're developing materials for teaching, for example, in publishing. Publishing is a popular destination for our graduates, as is marketing and PR work, and anywhere really where an ability to analyse language and understand how communication works is going to be a huge benefit. Our graduates are able to operate across a wide range of communication contexts, partly because of the diversity of our student base, but also because they develop an understanding of intercultural communication and the challenges and the opportunities that exist when people are operating across languages or across cultural backgrounds and so on. Precise and informed scrutiny of language can bring insights into major challenges of our world. Those challenges include the responsible and progressive approaches to developments in artificial intelligence, the challenge of communicating effectively and diplomatically across languages and across cultures, the challenge of making healthcare communication as effective as possible, and being able to apply language analysis to communication disorders, including dementia, and being able to understand how language feeds into social integration more generally. If you'd like to find out more about applied linguistics and English language at Swansea, take a look at our course pages, read our blog, or get in touch.